Hi everyone! Welcome back to Harmonies from Home. I'm Amy and this is the third episode of our music theory series. Today we're going to be focusing on intervals. Make sure you've checked out our previous musical scales teaching video by Sane to understand a bit about half steps and whole steps and how they relate to scales, as this will help you understand what we're talking about today. As always, you can check our description box for helpful online resources if there's anything you need clarified. Now, let's jump into the lesson. Intervals are the measure of distance between any two notes. The intervals range from firsts or unison to eighths. For now, we're ignoring all accidentals, just looking at the positions on the staff. Let's start with firsts. An example would be C to C or C to C sharp. Other firsts could be D to D sharp or F sharp to F natural, or even A sharp to A flat. Basically, a first is an interval where the letter name stays the same. As two notes move farther apart, the intervals increase. For instance, C to D is a second, as well as F to G. For seconds, one note is always on a line and another will always be in a space between the lines. Now we're on to thirds. Some examples include C to E or G to B. You'll notice that both notes are either on lines or on spaces. Continuing on to fourths. C to F, or this could even be E to A. Some examples of fifths include C to G or D to A. On to sixths. This could be C to A or even D to B flat. Next, we have sevenths. Example is C to B or even G to F sharp. Finally, we have eighths. This could be C to C, B flat to B natural, or even D sharp to D sharp. So we've established how to find intervals between any two notes. But we can go even farther by categorizing them into perfect, major, minor, augmented, or diminished. This is where both the staff positions and the accidentals are important. First off, we can use perfect to describe a major interval that is a first, fourth, fifth, or eighth. For any of these intervals to be perfect, they have to have the accidentals that naturally occur in the scale of the bottom note. For example, C to F is a perfect fourth. We know it's a fourth for sure because of the staff positions. The bottom note is a C, so we have to look at C major, which has no sharps or flats in its key signature. Because the F has no sharps or flats, it falls in the key signature of C major. This allows this fourth to be considered perfect. Let's look at another example, B flat to F natural. This is a perfect fifth. Looking at the position on the staff, we know any B, flat natural or sharp, to any F, flat natural or sharp, will be a fifth. Looking closer at the bottom number, B flat, we know its key signature is B flat and E flat. Because the F is natural, we know it is within the key signature of B flat. Therefore, this interval is a perfect fifth. If all of the key signature information is a bit confusing for you right now, that's okay. One of our next episodes will cover the circle of fifths, so you'll know exactly what accidentals are in each key signature. Seconds, thirds, sixths, and sevenths can be categorized as either major or minor. We'll be looking at these by analyzing the half steps between two notes. One half step is a step between two adjacent notes in the 12-tone scale. On a piano, a half step is the distance between one note and its closest note, whether it's a black key or a white key. Major seconds have two half steps between the two notes. An example is from C natural to D natural. We know this is a second because of the positions on the staff. It's major because D natural naturally occurs in C major. Additionally, these two notes have two half steps in between them. Major thirds have four half steps between the two notes, such as C natural to E natural. Once again, E natural is in the key signature of C natural. Major sixths have 9 half steps. An example is C to A or even E flat to C. Major sevenths are made of 11 half steps, like C to B or F natural to E. Minor intervals are intervals with one less half step than a major interval. An example is C to E flat. C to B flat is a minor seventh. Because C to B is a major seventh with 11 half steps, we know C to B flat will be a minor seventh with only 10 half steps. So we've gone through major, minor, and perfect intervals. The last two categories are augmented and diminished. An interval becomes augmented if you add another half step to any perfect or major interval. For example, C to F is a major interval. If you replace the F with an F sharp, this would be an augmented interval. On the other hand, an interval becomes diminished if you have one less half step than a perfect interval. G to D is a perfect interval, but it can become diminished if you take away one half step. Therefore, G to D flat is a diminished fifth. So today, we went over basic intervals and expanded onto how we can categorize them into major, minor, perfect, augmented, and diminished. Hopefully this video was interesting and helpful to you. If so, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more educational teaching and performance videos. Thank you for watching.